Good morning, children. Today we will start a new chapter, magnetic effect of electric current. Before we go to magnetic effect, first of all, what is magnet? Magnet is a magnetite ore of iron which can attract magnetic substances towards it. Now, what are the magnetic substances? Iron, nickel, cobalt. They are the magnetic substances which are attracted by the magnet. Magnet has different characteristics. First characteristic, attractive property. Magnet can attract magnetic substances. Second property, directive property. A freely suspended magnet align itself into north-south direction. Third, pole exist in pair. That means we cannot have an isolated pole of a magnet. Always they exist in pair. If we break a magnet into even smaller piece, it will have two poles. That is north and south. Okay. Then like pole, if you bring two magnets close to each other, like pole repel and unlike pole attract each other. So these are the characteristics of a magnet. Around a magnet, there is a field exists up to which the influence of a magnet can be felt. That area is called magnetic field. Magnetic field is the area around a magnet up to which the influence of a magnet can be felt. Suppose I'll keep an iron piece near the magnet, it will be attracted. But if I'll place it in very far away, it will not be attracted. That means there is certain area around the magnet up to which it can attract. After that, its property will not exist. After that, it will not be able to attract. Okay. So that area around a magnet is known as magnetic field. Okay. Here you see the bar magnet. Magnet can be of different shape. Artificial magnet and natural magnet. Natural magnet has no shape and size, but artificial magnets are given different shapes. They can be given bar shape. They can be given horseshoe shape. So U shape. So there can be different shapes given. Circular magnets are also available according to the need. So here you see in bar magnet two poles north and south. If we will place magnetic compass here, then what will happen? You can see the arrow head of the magnetic compass is on top. Now change the position of the magnetic compass. You will see position of the arrow changes and it will go up to south pole. You can see there is a circle around it. So circle, you can see, you can make a circle here. You see it is a circular. So up to here the magnetic field exists. Similarly at the bottom also, if you move with arrow sign with the magnetic compass, you will see again you will get a circular line. So this shows the magnetic field lines are circular. So magnetic field is represented by magnetic field lines. These magnetic field lines have different characters. So they are imaginary line. It is the line which we have drawn. The field exists but magnetic field line does not exist. So they are imaginary lines. And magnetic field lines are continuous curve. You see it is moving continuously from here to here. And outside the magnet it moves from north to south, but inside the magnet it moves from south to north. So direction of the magnetic field outside the magnet is north to south and inside the magnet it is south to north. Okay. These magnetic field lines, they never intersect each other. They never intersect. These magnetic field lines are crowded near the pole of a magnet. If you will draw imaginary lines here, magnetic field lines, you will see the lines are crowded near the poles. Okay. You can see the lines are crowded near the poles. I am drawing here more lines. You see, they are crowded near the poles. These lines are crowded near the poles. Okay. Here you see the crowded near the poles. So here the attraction is maximum. If magnetic field lines are crowded at a point, then that has maximum strength. Okay. If magnetic field lines are parallel lines, it is called uniform magnetic field. Magnetic field is uniform. You see inside the bar magnet, the lines, if you will complete with dotted lines, you can see these lines are parallel lines. So these parallel lines shows the magnetic field inside is uniform. The line shows magnetic field is uniform Non-parallel line shows magnetic field is non-uniform. Okay, so outside the magnet of the bar magnet, you see these lines are curved lines. They are close and continuous curve. And these lines are not parallel. So non-uniform magnetic field around the bar magnet. Okay, if the lines are parallel, then it is uniform. If magnetic field lines are not parallel, it is non-uniform. So characteristics of magnetic field are they never cross each other. They are imaginary, continuous and close curve. Okay. Then they never intersect. If they are crowded at a point, means strength of the magnet is maximum at that point. So in case of bar magnet, at the pole, strength is maximum. Okay. Direction of the magnetic field line is given by the line tangent to this, the field line. Suppose this is the magnetic field lines. So this tangent line shows the direction. So magnetic field lines are always tangent to the magnetic field. Okay. So since it has direction, so magnetic field are vector quantity. Okay. They are vector because they have magnitude as well as direction. And unit of magnetic field is Tesla. Okay. So this is all about magnetic field. That means area around a magnet up to which the influence of a magnet can be felt, and that can be shown by magnetic field lines. Oersted, Hans Oersted, in 1820, he has performed one experiment to show the relationship between electricity and magnetism. And that effect is produced. That means magnetic effect will be produced by passing electricity in this experiment. You see here we have taken our AB is a conductor and here we have applied one cell. So when current is passed through this conductor, it behaves as a magnet. That means it shows the property of a magnet. So how will you prove? So we will keep a compass needle here. You can see the deflection in the compass needle. If you place compass needle very close to the conductor, deflection in the needle will show that current carrying conductor behave as a magnet. This effect, which is produced by passing electricity in a conductor, is called magnetic effect of electric current. That means magnetic effect is produced by passing electricity in a conductor. So this experiment was done by Oersted in 1820. Direction of the deflection of the needle will be given by Ampere's swimming rule or snow rule. According to Ampere, if current enters through the feet of a person which is swimming in water, a person swimming in water, let us say this person is swimming in water and the current is entering through the feet and leaves through the head. Okay, then deflection will be towards the left hand side of a person. So needle will deflect towards left hand side. Also snow rule, according to snow rule, you see, if current flows from south to north, snow rule, SN, south, S for south, N for north. If current flows from south to north and needle is placed over the conductor, O for over, then deflection in the needle will be towards the west. So deflection will be towards the west. So Ampere's swimming rule and snow rule both are same. If amount of current is increased, then magnetic effect will be increased. More and more magnetism can be produced. Second thing, if we will reverse the direction of the current, the cell positive side will be negative, negative side will be positive. So if you reverse the direction of the current, then you will see the deflection in the needle will also be reversed. Okay, so this effect of electric current was first of all studied by Oersted and this is called Oersted experiment. And this conductor which will behave as a magnet by passing electricity, it can be of many shapes. So magnetic field around a conductor depend upon the shape. Shape can be straight, can be in the form of a loop or can be spiral in shape. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one how magnetic field is around all these three. So first of all, when conductor is a straight, so let us say AB is a straight conductor and we are passing electricity through it. And here we have taken one cardboard. On this cardboard we will sprinkle iron filing. Okay, when electricity is passed, this conductor will behave as a magnet and iron filing will arrange themselves into concentric circle. You can see concentric circles on the screen of the cardboard. So this shows there is a magnetic field which is in the form of concentric circle. So this concentric circle must have one center. So center distance from the center, that is called radius. As the distance from the center increases, magnetic field decreases. So magnetic field here depends upon the radius. Magnetic field is inversely proportional to radius. When the radius increases, magnetic field decreases. When the radius decreases, magnetic field increases. If we will pass more amount of current, then magnetic field will be more. So magnetic field here depends upon two factors. One is current and second one is radius. If the distance from the center increases, magnetic field decreases. And if current increases, magnetic field increases. So it depends upon these two factors. And the shape is concentric circle when conductor is straight. Now second, when conductor is in the form of loop. So let us say here is a loop and we are passing electricity through this loop. Okay. When we pass electricity through this loop, you can see here concentric circles are formed here because this behave as a straight conductor. Here also behave as a straight conductor. So concentric circles you can see. But at the center you can see it is a straight line. So straight line shows uniform magnetic field and magnetic field is strong here, very strong, strongest from all the part at the center. Why? We will discuss one by one now. First of all, here you come again in straight conductor. Magnetic field around the straight conductor is formed here in the form of concentric circle and the direction of the magnetic field is given by right hand thumb rule. In which direction magnetic field will be with the current related, it is given by right hand thumb rule. So what to do? Right hand thumb rule states if you hold a wire in your right hand in such a way that thumb shows the direction of the current, then curl of the finger will show direction of the magnetic field. Okay? I repeat, if thumb shows the direction of the current, then curl of the finger will show direction of the magnetic field. Here you see, in this diagram, the current is flowing here. The current is flowing from this direction. You see the direction of the current is in upward direction. So you place your thumb here. You see direction of the thumb shows the current and this curl of the finger will show direction of the magnetic field. So direction of the magnetic field can be shown by arrow lines. Okay. Here you see same way we will use the same formula here because here you also the same formula. Current is moving in this direction. So thumb shows the direction of the current and curl of the finger will show the direction of the magnetic field. Okay. And here the current is moving in downward direction. So curl of the finger is in this direction. So you can see this is the direction of the magnetic field. Okay. So here you see the direction of the magnetic field inside is same in the center. So magnetic attraction is maximum here at the center of the loop. Here magnetic field depends upon three factors. Same as current, here magnetic field is directly proportional to current. Magnetic field is inversely proportional to distance and one more, magnetic field is directly proportional to number of turns of wire around it. Number of turns, and for number of turns, it depends upon number of turns. Number of turns are more, magnetic field is more. Number of turns are less, magnetic field is less.